the final, 2 seconds on the clock,
Yeah.
ball gets into your hands. Talk us through what you were thinking at that moment.
I wasn't really thinking about it. I just I think it was just a case of just turn and shoot. And it seemed like I was stood there for ages waiting for Sarah to pass me. And I was just like, I'm not getting any closer than this. So I don't know. I just literally, it was a blur until after the match. And it sort of hit me. And I was just so shocked by what had happened. And yeah, I don't think I'll ever have a moment like that again. I've always quite liked playing under pressure. And I always feel it brings out either the best in you or the worst in you. And I think you can control that. So I've played in some finals before, so with university and with my school teams, but it's never really been at that sort of level. But yeah, I actually really enjoy the atmosphere.
Definitely. So, in my opinion, I think a lot of people would agree with me, this has been the best Super League season ever.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that.
The competitiveness.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about this season that's made it so brilliant?
Oh, I think the amount of tight games there's been. I mean, there's been so many draws and so many win by ones, and we've had a few of them ourselves. And it just makes it so exciting to see, and especially when we've had so much coverage off Sky. A lot of them great games everybody's been able to see, and it's just been a really good season, and that just makes it even sweeter that we've come out with the victory, because there was so many teams. There was 4 or 5 teams that could also have been in that final and could have won it, so it just makes it that much sweeter. I don't think I could have had the season I've had without the people that I've had around me, and I don't think I could have 2 better coaches for me, because they're both ex-shooters as well, so Tracy and Karen. And what they bring to training, it's just second to none. Honestly, it's the best training I've ever had, and it's the best coaches I've ever had. And because they've been there, they've had the pressure situations, and they've played for England and for Super League, and they know exactly what it's like, and they know what to tell me and allow me to deal with it. And then having Sarah, it's just such a massive privilege to play with her. I think she's probably the best player I've ever played with. And we seem to have like a good connection that we've built over the season, and she calms everybody in attack, but then she's sort of like the tiger in defence, and she's the one that'll go for all the intercepts. She literally goes for everything she possibly can, and it's just great to work with these people. It really is.
How does it feel to get the call up to the England squad?
Amazing. It was probably the best feeling I've ever had, and it came as an email, so I was just sort of staring at it and reading all these names that were next to mine. I was just like looking at all the stars, basically like Sasha Corbin. I was like, oh my god, I'm with them now. Yeah, it was incredible. It was so good.
So at just 19, it must be quite an intimidating thing to have to walk into the England setup. Do you feel like you've got a bit of pressure on yourself to prove yourself?
A little bit, but not really. I try not to let pressure get the better of me, and I already know quite a lot of the players that are going to be there, so I feel like I'll be able to fit in well, but I do want to put out some good performances, and I think that's key. But I'm more excited about it rather than nervous.
The Commonwealth Games are just around the corner.
Yeah.
If you were to get that call up, do you feel like you're ready?
Yeah, honestly, I would love to go. It'd just be the best. Even if I didn't play at all, if I was just sat on the bench cheering them on, it'd just be amazing.
Captain Pam Cookie is unfortunately
Yeah.
injured and ruled out for Commonwealth Games. Do you think that kind of shakes up the attack in England? Does it open up the floor for the younger players?
Oh,
coming
it
through?
definitely shakes up the attack, because she's exceptional, and I'm so gutted for her for that, because she really makes that attacking lineup, and she's just probably the best. She is the best goal attack in the country, and I'm absolutely gutted for her. But it does shake up the attack, and there are a lot of options there, because there's a lot of players that can play out in that role. So Joe Harton can play out and can play in the circle, and it does shake things up a lot, and it's just a massive blow for England.
So you study zoology, which is incredible. So where do you hope to be in 5 years' time? Is it the zoology? Is it the netball?
I would love it to be a combination of both. I'm possibly thinking about in my 3rd year, because I'm doing an industrial placement year, and I would love to see if I could go over to maybe Australia, New Zealand, and see if playing the netball over there could come into it. And I just hope in 5 years' time I'm still happy with netball and happy with the career that I go for, and I'd love to be playing at the senior level in 5 years' time.